Alright, so today we are going to be taking a look at the Henkei Dark Skyfire, and obviously this is a black repaint of Jetfire. He's a little back heavy. Come on. And this is kind of like the originally this was supposed to be the what if Jetfire or Skyfire stayed on the side of the Decepticons. And later on gets got repurposed as he is really back heavy today. He got kind of repurposed as a shattered glass Jetfire. So, and this is going into the everything that anybody ever makes needs to have black repaints, apparently. But of those black repaints, this one actually pulls it off pretty well. So he's molded in this really nice glossy black plastic. It's pretty nice. It's got this dark, rich purple here and there. On the back, he's got the chrome thrusters. We can take that off if we wanted to. That will help him stand a little bit better. His feet kind of suck, but that's just the mold. It just always has sucked. Of course, you know these things, you can pull these pieces here down and they lock up, and then you can pull these down and they'll be kind of like over the shoulder cannons for him. Like so. So yeah, it's pretty decent. Or it's really good, actually. It's not just decent. It's the mold is solid. The black repaint on him is a good repaint. I'm not the biggest on the just black repaints for the sake of having a black repaint, but as far as those go, this guy's actually pretty good. He does have the removable helmet, so he's got this nice Skyfire head look, or Jetfire look. Dual blaster, rocket launchers. There we go. You can take this off. Kind of give him more of a sleek look if you want to. You can even pull these off if you want to. Yeah, he's pretty cool. Posability, his head is on a ball joint, so it gets a good range of motion there. Shoulders ratchet up and down, in and out. Bends at the elbow. Bicep swivel. Wrist swivel, which is kind of pointless to have both, actually. Nothing at the waist. Hips ratchet in and out. Up and down, bends at the knee. The feet can kind of open and close. And yeah, there you go. And then we just put the armor back on. We'll put most of it back on. We're going to leave the missiles off just because I hate missiles. You guys know I hate missiles. Get him in jet mode real quick. So you just take this whole assembly here, and this will fold down. Fold the feet up, and then this will collapse up. These two will peg together. You flip this out. Oh, that just pulled right off. This will come up like so. Rotate it around. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Then you can fold this up. This will all come down. This will peg into place back here. go. Fold the wings down. Fold the wing down. Those cones collapse together. You can take this here and hinge this down. It's just on this dual hinge there. And it comes down. There's a little tab right here. That'll tab into this little slot right there. And then you can rotate these around so that the missiles would face forward. And there you go. There is Jetfire in jet mode. Yeah, and you can fold down some landing gear. Take this thing off, make it more of a actual jet. I never really liked that big clunky thing on this mold. It just really detracts from the awesomeness of the mold itself. The jet mode is solid. The robot mode's solid. Just this thing's kind of big and clunky. You can pull this section here apart, and you take these and just plug them into his hands. And there you go. And he rolls all right. Yeah. Jet mode's awesome. I always like this jet mode. Like I said, it's a really solid jet mode. And a really solid figure all around. Fold these up. Pull the guns off. And you want to pull this up. This will come down. Pull those out. Slide the legs down. This will rotate up. This will rotate up. Up. It's a very simple transformation, honestly. I don't think anybody's going to really need to watch this to watch him be transformed. And I've already done this mold a few times anyway. But yeah, leaving that off to the side because I hate that thing. We'll do size comparison here. Here he is with the Seeker mold. And this scales pretty well. It does. Here he is with the Jetfire, or the what's his name? This would not scale well with the iGear Seekers, as you can see. Here he is with Springer. I think that works pretty well. And here he is with the Prowl. And last, certainly not least, here he is with the leader class Jetfire. Yeah. So yeah, if you're looking for a good Jetfire mold, get the leader class one. And apparently he's going to get retooled and repainted into all the Seekers, which, yeah, I'm okay with. If you're looking for just a really cool extra black jet for your army, then this is a good way to go. Especially since he's pretty clearanced everywhere at the moment. You can get him for like $50 or so. Originally, he was $100, and people were paying for it. He's a great figure. He really is. I really do dig him. They did a really good job with the paint details. Decepticon logos here and there. Decepticons like the wings. It's a good mold. Lots of good molded detail. Good paint detail. I love that gloss finish that he has. Overall, he's a very good figure. Just outdated mold in comparison to the Jetfire that we have now. I'm really hoping we don't get a black Jetfire because we're going to get all the Seekers. So I'm hoping that this is the only way to go. So all in all, I do think originally he was overpriced. His price is better now. The gloss plastic is nice. The purple's nice. The paint detail's nice. But overall, it's not a necessary figure. And that's one thing that really brings him back down, is the fact that he's just not necessary for collection. Unless you're collecting the mold, or you're collecting shattered glass figures, or you're just trying to get some extra troops together, there's really no purpose to this figure, and that's a shame. So all in all, I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. He's still pretty solid, really good mold, great looking figure. Just there's no real purpose to him. And I hate that. I really do. I hate when there's no purpose to a figure. What they should do, I did this once with one of my Jetfires, is I repainted him as the G2 Hooligan. And it worked out really well. And it looked really good. That's what they should do with molds like this. They should just pick some characters, like the Treadbolt. If you were somebody that was collecting every single possible figure from G1 that's been updated, then Treadbolt would be one of those figures that you'd want to get, because that's what he is. He's an updated figure. But this figure represents nothing. It represents a what if Jetfire stayed evil. That's what it was originally designed for. Yeah, it's been repurposed as Shattered Glass, but still, Shattered Glass is it's got such a small demographic, really, and I don't really approve of the use of this mold in this character. So that's the problem I have with him. Like I said, if they would have repainted him and maybe gave him a new head and started calling him a Seeker, that could work. If they painted him orange and gave him a new head, called him G-Axis, that would work. This would make a great G-Axis mold. Especially now, since there's no other... we got the little deluxe one. But now this mold is obsolete in comparison to this. So... I think they really should, repurpose this mold into other things rather than just, this is a black Skyfire. Things like that bug me, and you guys know that. Just everything gets a black repaint, especially when we talk about third-party figures, and it doesn't need to happen. It's great that it did, because this one pulls it off. It's just, in the end, he's not representing anything of any importance to me. So there you go. Black Skyfire, or Dark Skyfire, whatever you want to call it.